So now moving on to the next UFC fight, pay-per-view, UFC 215, Saturday, September 9th, 2017. Johnson versus Borg from Edmonton, Canada. Headlined by Demetrius Johnson and Ray Borg. Demetrius, if he wins this fight, that he's one of the fighters that's very specific about fighters he doesn't want to fight, even though they might be competition. I want to fight the next guy in line that's, I guess the next guy in the division that I haven't beat yet. Substantially less of a threat, I think. But whatever.
You pick first.
Okay. So starting off with UFC Fight Pass. So how this works, Keith and I take turns. Since I lost, he chooses who picks first. We take turns picking, so we don't always get what we want. So it makes it interesting, just in case anybody else wants to play at home. So starting off, did I hit the right fighter? Okay. Adriano Martins versus Kajan Johnson from Canada. I pick first, you said? Jesus Christ, these guys have a lot of fights. I think it'd be Cajun. Cajun? That
because
works.
His nickname's Ragin.
Makes sense. Ragin' Cajun Johnson. I'll go with hometown guy. I'll go with the Ragin' Cajun. Why not? Why not? Go crazy. First fight of the card? Like I fucking know. At least they have pictures. I remember that bear tattoo. Just don't remember how well he fought with the bear tattoo.
Can I get some?
Yeah. So moving on to the next one.
Here's some shadow.
Yeah, buddy. Luis Enrique versus Arjan Bueller.
Bueller?
Say Ferris.
Damn shadow people.
This is a heavyweight fight. Enrique has some ups and downs.
Yeah, he's coming off
but
a
not
loss.
too bad. Only 3 losses versus undefeated Bueller.
But who's been fighting probably fat guys on local circuits.
Or he could be some new fucking... he could be the next Francis Ngannou. He's like so close to a title. Seems like.
I'm going Enrique.
But all right, moving on to the next fight, the feature bout for the UFC Fight Pass early prelims. This one I know has a picture. Mitch Clark versus Alex White. The Spartan
versus the Danger Zone.
Damn. 11-4 for Mitch. 11-3 for White. I wonder if he's related to Dana. Looks like a primarily submission kind of a guy here versus more of a well-rounded motherfucker. 155-pound range. Range.
One guy's a little taller.
Guy that
but
throws hands, has better
shorter reach.
Oh no, he has less reach. Doesn't matter because the other guy's. I'm gonna go with Daddy's boy, Alex White, Dana's little man, versus Clark A. All right, moving on to the FS1 prelims. With Gavin Tucker versus Rick Glenn, the gladiator, the anorexic the machinist gladiator.
That's because he's tall.
Versus the Newfoundland Terror.
He's got like a lot of inches of tall on this guy.
Well, compared to Zero, everybody's gigantic.
Well,
I guess the height.
I'm just saying height.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at their bodies, I would imagine. he'd have to be taller.
5 inches of height.
He's got that. Yeah. Man,
Spotty
Tucker's
record,
10-0.
Glenn knocks people out.
Yeah. Wait, is this you?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm not choosing this one. Glenn's got that like kind of Matt Brown look to him, where he's just like, just strong, you know?
Like I might lose
like
some
tough
fights,
to beat,
but you don't put me away.
It's like, it's not like I beat motherfuckers, man. I'm like one of the few people to have an exciting and victorious fight against Wonder Boy. I'm tough as shit. But that could just be looks could be deceiving.
But if I remember, Gavin Tucker looked fucking phenomenal in his debut in Newfoundland.
I mean, you could be right.
I'm going
you could be
Tucker.
very right. All right, I'm good with that. I am good with that. Moving on to the next fight in the FS1 prelims. First fight, female fight of the night. Sarah Morris versus Ashley Evans Smith. Rebel girl.
And this is you.
Versus Cheesecake. Man.
Cheesecake she's a cutie.
She looks sweet. Sweet and creamy.
Terrible record.
Well, it's female records aren't always that great.
4-3 versus 5-2.
I can pull up Beck Rollins' record. She's still fighting. Or who's the Hawaiian chick that just lost? Then she has
Caitlin
a losing
Kern.
record. Yeah, she was a 500 record, I think, going into that. And it was one of her best fights, though. So credit on that. I think I'm gonna go Ashley Evans Smith. It's kind of tough in the 135 because, like, even when we watched Amanda Nunes's early fights, compared to her now, like, there's a lot of growth happening for some of these female fighters.
Yeah, it's not,
and it's pretty, like, from one fight to the next, it could be completely different. Like, Felice Herrig was on a downslide, and she's just killing bitches now, choking the shit out of them. For real, though. But Cheesecake's a cutie.
Yeah,
she's like got that.
Girl Next
I'm
Door.
gonna tear your dick off eyes.
Yeah,
but Girl Next Door, which is like psycho. She'll tell you like every day that she's crazy. He's like, I don't care. Henry Cejudo versus Wilson Hayes.
Cejudo lost to Benavidez recently.
So was that after the show? That was his last
fight? After the Mighty Mouse, yeah.
Because they fought on the finale of that show, that Mighty Mouse, and he lost that one. Yeah. So yeah, those are his 2 losses.
2 losses in a row.
Versus Hayes, who just came off of. Did he just lose to Mighty Mouse?
Mighty Mouse.
Is this me?
Yep.
Oh, damn it!
And I'm going Cejudo.
Oh, perfect. I was just gonna make my pick, and I was like, nah. I think I got Hayes. Just based on experience, Cejudo's great, but I don't know. He's. I mean, we'll see how much he's learned, because he shouldn't have fought for a belt. He's like so early, so fresh, It's still same. I mean, with everybody in the division.
Yeah, Hayes might just choke him out, but
yeah.
Hayes doesn't finish fights on the feet.
That's fine. He doesn't need to finish to win. So this is the feature bout for the FS1 prelims. Sarah McMahon versus Ketlin Vieira.
This is you.
This is me. I mean, Vieira looked gangbusters in her last fight, but I can't remember the chick she fought. So, I mean, it's McMahon all day.
You going with the McMahon?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And her giant biceps?
Yeah. She looked destructive. Nobody wants to fight her. So she has to fight Vieira. And whoever McMahon just fought, she just destroyed her. So, pretty easy fight. Pretty easy pick for me. I could be wrong, but I feel pretty confident with that one. So moving on to the main card for UFC 215. Starting off the pay-per-view with Stephanie. Jeremy Stevens. I was combining the first anyway. That's what I get when I read and tilt my head. The lanes merge. Jeremy Stevens versus Gilbert Melendez.
Gilbert.
First time back from his suspension. Down a weight class, I believe, right?
Yes,
featherweight.
145.
145. Versus Jeremy Stevens. Did he just win? Just lose?
He just
lost to Frank Yeager.
Yeah.
Frankie's no joke. Benavidez is Melendez. Is I would imagine a bit older. He's been around for a long. They've both been around, and they both are like bangers too.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun fight.
I'm gonna go potential. This is like should be fight of the night potentially, but could be like grappling. You know, Melendez is out of the Diaz camp, and I don't know what he's training now that he's off the juice. I'll go Stevens.
It's not your pick.
God damn it! I go Melendez. Fuck.
Oh man, this is tough.
Yeah.
They're both just bangers.
Yeah.
They're the same height.
Sure.
Got a little reach on him, but
I don't know.
Lost
it's
a
tough for
couple.
me now that you know what my pick would be. It's like, listen, I don't care. I could be wrong if you go with Stevens, whatever. But for me, Melendez, new weight class, just coming back from a long layoff due to a substance he can't take anymore. So we don't know how he's going to perform off of that. So both of those two things. Everything else, they're pretty equal kind of fighters. Stevens has started working at a different. Is he working with Dwayne? He's working with a new striking coach, but it's only been like, I don't think this may be his second or third fight with the coach. So maybe his striking might be evolving into something different. That's why I would have gone with Stevens. For me, but Melendez is a banger, and who knows? You can just come out throwing.
There you go, Stevens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 2-year layoff's a long time.
Yeah. So yeah.
And when everything else is just as close.
Now it's my pick. Ilir Latifi versus Tyson Pedro. Latifi, did he win his? I know he got knocked out. Bader I think was a fight before, and then I think he won his last fight.
Probably.
Potentially. Because he had to have had a fight. Seems like he's had a fight between then. But I think, man, I really want to go with Pedro. Young up-and-comer. A lot of, we've gotten some good guys out of Australia.
He's a submission guy.
Latifi
is a
gases.
Bulldog.
Yeah, but he gets tired. But yeah, he hits hard. He's going to be hometown Australia to, I don't know what kind of a flight that is. They both seem like on the other side in a way, just north. I'm going with Tyson Pedro. He's probably the underdog in this fight. Maybe. He's lower ranked, 13. In, a division that not too shabby. We'll see if Pedro's an up-and-comer. All right, moving on to Neil Magny versus Rafael Dos Anjos at 170. No longer at 155. One of the people to talk shit to Conor McGregor, even though when he had his opportunity to fight Conor, got injured, pulled out of the fight.
He's given up 10 fucking inches of reach. That's a lot of inches of reach.
Magny's a fucking long dude.
Yeah.
Long dude. I mean, he's like, especially for his weight, like that's probably longer than some light heavyweights, I bet.
He's 6 inches taller and 10 inches more reach and another 7 inches longer
and a
legs.
Bigger fighter overall, most likely.
I'm going Magny.
Magny's not cutting down to 155.
I mean,
yeah, I'd probably go. And
Dos
Anjos
has a chance to just starch him, but
yeah, but what Dos Santos is coming in, you know? Like, he's been very shaky. He's lost some, he's, won some.
His
He's
last
at a
one
new
wasn't
weight.
that great. His
Yeah.
first showing.
So it's like, it's very, I'd for sure go with Magny on that one. But
10 inches of reach. Doesn't always
there's
mean
a lot
everything.
of, but he tends to use it better than
10
some
inch.
guys. And he can fight everywhere. And he's pretty tough as shit. Jesus Christ. So the co-main event, hopefully it happens. Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko for the Women's Bantamweight Championship belt. They have fought before. Nunes won it in a 3-round fight, was gassing in the third round. Valentina won the third round most likely.
Yes.
And everybody's like, I think she could have won a 5-round fight. However, Amanda Nunes has constantly been improving as a fighter. She's fought, she's had to train for championship fights, so she should be ready for 5 rounds as opposed to training for a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
But Shevchenko's a fucking monster everywhere. She fucking got the one move no female should lose to in the bantamweight division, especially if you fought in the Ronda Rousey era. You don't lose to an armbar if you fought in the Ronda Rousey era. You do not lose to armbar. Shevchenko pulled off an armbar against Pena, which Pena was up and coming. I think I picked her probably for that one, and lost. Shevchenko trains out here. Fuck, man. The first fight, for sure, Nunes. But now I don't know as much. It's tougher. I'm going Nunes.
Probably would have too.
We'll see how her cardio is, if it even gets there. Because either one could fucking. This is gonna be an exciting fight, I think. I mean, Shevchenko made Holly Holm fight exciting.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. All right. So moving on to the main event of the night. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson versus Ray, the Mexican Devil Borg, for a fight at 125 flyweight. Is that 125?
Yeah.
Yes, 125. Demetrius Johnson, if he wins this, breaking Anderson Silva's record for most defenses of a title belt. However, Anderson Silva had a longer winning streak overall.
Because he did go up to light heavyweight.
That too,
for 2
but he
fights.
also was on a huge run before he got the belt too. I forget. But anyway, against Ray Borg, who's just the only guy Demetrius Johnson hasn't beat at least once.
Yes.
In the division. So, and Ray Borg's looked okay.
Hey, he's been fucking people up.
Came in weight most of his fights.
Yeah.
It's funny how like the argument was like I can't trust him to make weight for TJ, but literally you're fighting a guy that's literally not made weight for that weight before. So it's, like you can't I understand you want to get this championship thing, but literally you're one of the fighters that's picking and choosing who they fight. Just to put that out there. Because there's a lot of people complaining that some fighters do that. Where this guy's pretty outspoken. Very outspoken about not wanting to fight anybody but Ray Borg.
And that's why I'm picking him.
Yeah.
Because he's going to fucking win.
Yeah, it should be a gimme. Although I'd love a fucking upset. That would be amazing.
Everyone loves an upset.
Yeah. Not that I don't like Johnson. It's just he's a very bland personality guy.
Smash that like button.
Anyway, so these are our picks for UFC 215. Starting off with Johnson, a different Johnson.
Yeah, and then I got Henrique.
I've got White.
I've got Tucker.
I got Smith.
I got Cejudo.
I got McMahon.
I got Stevens.
I got Pedro.
I got Magny.
I got Nunes.
And I got Johnson again.
All right. It's going to be hopefully a nice win for me, but overall seems like it should be good card.